NCGs, or non-condensable gases, in the system are gases that will not condense to liquid in the normal operating system of the HVAC system, such as air, nitrogen, argon, carbon dioxide, anything like that. The effects on the system are that we rely on gases to change to liquid and liquid to change to gases. That's where the magic happens. NCGs do not change state, therefore the magic's not going to happen. So if it doesn't change state, the NCGs actually take up space in the condenser and don't allow for that heat transfer, effectively making the condenser smaller. It's just like taking the condenser off the truck and putting one on that's half the size.
Alright, the first test you want to do before you can do a performance test is an NCG test. You want to check for non-condensable gases. That could be air, nitrogen, or anything else other than refrigerant in the truck. You do want the AC machine to have zero pressure on the gauges. You don't know what's in these lines. So let's go ahead and recover that here real quick. Recover the lines before you hook it up. Open the doors up so the inside temperature and the outside temperature is the same. We're going to compare that temperature to the pressures in a minute. Take my caps off here. Clean the lines, and as soon as this recovers, we'll come back and we'll connect it to the truck. Alright, so we're all recovered now, so our gauges are zero. Now we can connect it to the truck to actually get the accurate pressure. Gonna snap it on real quick. Just gonna use a rag to turn them. All right, so now we're reading pressure on the gauges here. It looks like we're reading just over 100 here, about 106. And then same on the high side. You do want them to be equal pressures. Both gauges should read the same. That way you know it's all equalized. This truck's been in the shop all day. So 106. The other number we need is the temperature. So we need the ambient temperature from outside here today. So this is saying right now it's about just shy of 90. Okay. So the next step is put the two numbers together. We want to look and see for 134A at 90 degrees. It says it should be 105 psi. So this thing is perfect. This can go on and do the performance test. But let's talk about what you do if it's below that. There is a leeway. You're allowed 10 psi above or 10 psi below. If it's 10 psi above that number or more, that indicates you have air or nitrogen in the system. So where it's supposed to be 105, if this was 115 or above, you would have NCG. You'd have nitrogen in the system or air or the wrong refrigerant. So what you do in that situation is go ahead and recover it and recharge it. This machine will take care of the NCG. Now if you're 10 psi or lower, that's a severe undercharge. So if we're 105, so if I was at 95 or lower, you got a bad leak. Just go ahead and start doing your leak checking.